Britain's royal family is once again under intense scrutiny after King Charles issued a rare and forceful statement addressing Prince Andrew's long-shadowed links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. What was once dismissed as an embarrassing chapter has now returned as a full-blown crisis, one that threatens to further erode public trust in the monarchy. Newly revealed reports show that in 2010, while serving as Britain's trade envoy, Prince Andrew shared official details of high-level trips to Singapore, Vietnam, Shenzhen, and Hong Kong with Epstein. Emails suggest that Andrew's former assistant forwarded these confidential reports to Epstein within minutes of receiving them. In an official statement, Buckingham Palace confirmed that King Charles is deeply concerned by the latest allegations and is prepared to cooperate fully with any police investigation. Officials stress that any legal inquiries must be handled independently, signaling a clear attempt to distance the institution from Andrew's actions. But public anger is growing. During a visit to the town of Clitheroe this week, the king was openly heckled by a member of the crowd who shouted, "How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein?"
How long have you known about Andrew and Epstein? Andrew got prosecution!
It wasn't an isolated incident. Just days earlier, another onlooker demanded to know whether Charles had pressured police to investigate his brother.
Thank you very much for that. Thank you.
Wouldn't you want justice
Yeah,
if
very
it's your
much
daughter?
so. So, if
I told you I have made my point.
Okay, thank
and
you.
I'm leaving.
Okay, that's
And
fine.
if you don't
Listen,
think
listen.
these people need justice, then I'm
That's not
sorry.
what we're here for today, is it? My
But it
colleagues,
is.
we're going to walk down with you.
Because this is the only way to make it clear to people that Andrew should not be let off.
Let's walk with you to location.
Meanwhile, the Prince and Princess of Wales are said to be alarmed by the revelations, aware that the scandal risks overshadowing efforts to modernize the monarchy. For Charles, who has spent decades preparing for the throne, this is a defining test of leadership. Andrew has repeatedly denied any wrongdoing and insists he cut ties with Epstein after 2010. Yet newly released U.S. Justice Department files suggest their contact continued for years after Epstein's conviction, directly contradicting earlier claims.
President Trump signed the Epstein Files Transparency Act into law on November 19th, 2025, directing the Department of Justice to produce all documents, files, records, videos, and images related to the investigations and prosecutions of Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm here today to talk about the department's compliance with its production obligations under the Act. Around, I think right now, and continuing throughout the day-to-day, as the indexing and uploading completes, we are producing responsive materials under the Act. We are also releasing today a letter we are transmitting to Congress and various internal protocols associated with our review. I want to take a moment to thank the professionals at the Department of Justice who met twice daily, sometimes more, for the last 75 days to get to where we are today. The leadership teams from the Office of the Attorney General, from the Deputy Attorney General's Office, the Associate Attorney General's Office, the Criminal Division, the National Security Division, the FBI, the Southern District of Florida, the Southern District of New York, and the Northern District of New York all gave up many hours every single day on top of their other, of course, full-time obligations to fulfill the President Trump's promise of transparency to the American people. I also want to thank the more than 500 lawyers and professionals across all those divisions that I just mentioned and others who worked long days, nights, weekends, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, nights, weekends, and holidays to complete this production. These highly trained reviewers spend their careers putting bad guys in jail and effectuating the mission of the department. And to a person, they work tirelessly to protect victims and comply with the act since its passage. So thank you to all of them. Today, we are producing more than 3 million pages, including more than 2,000 videos and 180,000 images. In total, that means that the department produced approximately 3.5 million pages in compliance with the act. Just a quick note about the videos and images. The 2,000 videos and 180,000 images are not all videos and images taken by Mr. Epstein or someone around him. They include large quantities of commercial pornography and images that were seized from Epstein's devices, but which he did not take or that someone around him did not take. Some of the videos, though, and some of the images do appear to be taken by Mr. Epstein or by others around him. Now, I want to talk for a few minutes about the department's document identification and review protocols. It consisted of multiple layers of review and quality control designed to ensure compliance under the act and protect victims. On top of the review protocols that the department had in place, the United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York employed an additional review protocol to ensure compliance with a court order requiring United States Attorney Jay Clayton to certify that with respect to certain materials, a large quantity of the materials, a rigorous process was undertaken to protect victims against any clearly unwarranted invasion of their personal privacy. The department's collection effort resulted in more than 6 million pages being identified as potentially responsive, including department and FBI emails, interview summaries, images, videos, and various other materials collected and generated during the various investigations and prosecutions that the act covered. We erred on the side of over-collection of materials from various sources to best ensure maximum transparency and compliance, which necessarily means that the number of responsive pages is significantly smaller than the total number of pages initially collected. That's why I mentioned a moment ago we're releasing more than 3 million pages today and not the 6 million pages that we collected.